25 years, Aidan, long time in business. Tell me, how did it all begin?
It is a long time, it's gone very fast. I always had an interest in business, to be fair, from when I was young. I remember in secondary school I used to be writing off to Irish companies, looking for information. I just had this desire.
Or something?
Exactly. I used to lie and say, I was doing a project on their company like Aer Lingus or Guinness, now Diageo. And I used to love getting all the brochures and paraphernalia and I suppose reading about the companies. But then being from Tralee, where Kerry Group would have started, I would have seen that start from 4 employees basically. And I used to know all the guys in that because I used to work in a petrol station part-time. They'd be coming in for petrol, and so you get to kind of know them.
And would you ask them questions when they were coming in? Chit chat?
Well, you'd be a little nervy now, some of them, because they were high flyers at the time, and in our land they were high flyers. But it was great to see the evolution of that, and I always wanted to do something. So I went to college, did food science, did a master's. Neglected to write up the master's, but because I just wanted to get into the working world. Straight into it. So I actually got 2 job offers at the time. I got a full-time offer from Dairy Gold to work in a lab, or I got a 9-month contract from Pepsi to work in a lab, and I went with the 9-month contract, which thankfully was a good decision along the way, because that
worked out really well.
Yeah.
So after the 9-month contract, did you stay there for a while then?
So I stayed for 3 years, and and I suppose during that period I was kind of, the eyes were open looking around, and I actually saw an opportunity within Pepsi, and to be fair, they were very supportive. So I asked them about outsourcing a piece of the work that was being done there, and they agreed, and it worked out very well. So I actually finished working in Pepsi on a Friday, and I started the following Monday contracting back to them. So it was just a piece of the process that it could have been outsourced. It was easy to outsource, and it just made everyone's life easier. And I suppose that's where I started, and I started building on that from day one. I had no idea what this business was going to look like. I just kept taking the opportunities that were thankfully put in front of me by the likes of Pepsi. We had a very good relationship there. They were very supportive. I was only operating across the road, so there were lots of little additional things that they kind of threw my way. And that helped to grow the business, and kind of, I suppose, that dictated certain avenues we were going to go down.